It's Monday morning. It's the morning after our weekend fete, and the chateau is feeling empty but not lonely, I think. You know, after having it filled all weekend with people, it's been an absolutely amazing weekend, and we will show you guys what happened. But what's really been amazing this weekend is the feeling of sharing with the community.
Definitely.
So I think we'll take you through everything that's happened to get ready and what happened for the weekend. And Steve's just taking down the artwork for the fete now.
Yeah.
But it's been an amazing weekend of sharing with the community. This weekend, this space was alive with hundreds of voices, the sound of discovery, and the rustle of people moving through our front park and through our chateau. In the 4 years of living here in Saint-Germain-des-Prés, we've learned that a chateau isn't really a home until it's shared. And this weekend, our village reminded us exactly what sharing truly means. Well, I feel like this is a sign of things to come, don't you think?
Yeah.
So the town has kindly offered to do quite an extensive cleanup of our front yard in exchange for having the Brocante on the shady side of the property this year.
Apparently the vendors who come every year were starting to complain that it was too hot because there's no shade on the field on the other side of the chateau. So they very kindly asked whether they could use our front park this year. So we've decided to allow that happen. And in exchange, they've decided to help us clean up, which is fabulous because obviously I don't have access to the equipment that they do. And
well, that's it. They brought in the big tree trimmers, the big diggers, a lot of farm equipment.
Yeah.
And they're just, I mean, you do a great job of maintaining the trails and doing the grass and whatnot, but
this is big stuff that, you know, it would have taken me years to do what they're going to do in hours. Frankly.
Well, exactly. And they're going to get rid of the big rondelles that we couldn't turn into firewood.
That's a huge win for me.
Yeah.
It really is a huge win because, you know, I've been really pondering what to do with them.
Right.
Trying to move them or whatnot.
Yeah.
But it's such a great thing.
And this is what it is to be part of the community. This is why we share the field for the Chateau. This is why we share the park. I mean, they're so reciprocal here. It's just been such a delight. They've been so welcoming.
Well, this is the thing. I mentioned this earlier that, you know, it almost makes me weepy to think that like it's just the town coming together.
Exactly.
You know, I use the word wholesome a lot. It feels so wholesome here.
It's so wholesome.
Like even during the fete, everybody gathers and there's a big meal under a tent with a DJ, but it's just long tables. Everybody just has a really good time. So it's so nice to be part of a community that has not only adopted us, but, you know, feels
but we can also
like
give something
home.
back to, you know?
Yeah. It feels like home. It's amazing. I've been meaning to do this bit for years, get rid of all of the bramble that was in there.
Well, you've been working at it slowly, the way you've been working at everything else on the property, right? It's just the sheer volume of it.
And one man with one trimmer, right?
Yeah.
When you've got a machine like that will just do it in one go.
Yeah. Well, it's gone noon, and the old road is pretty much back. It's amazing. Wow, they've done a lot of work in a very short time. Well, they've all gone home.
So they left a tractor.
We got a tractor. I love living in this town.
Yeah, but boy, they did a ton of work.
Holy cow.
Just surveying it from here, what a difference.
You can see the barn from here.
You can. Yeah.
That's a change. Well, look at how much they've cleared out. Isn't that beautiful?
Like even around the base of the trees where you had all the little, you know, shoots coming up from either, you know, new shoots or
which we were getting around to.
That's the thing. I mean,
right?
It's not that I wasn't going to do it. It's just sheerly the time.
Exactly. I mean, you're already spending 6 to 8 hours a week
mowing.
At least, and in the spring, it's twice a week, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, this time of year, it's dry and and hot, so we're not worrying so much about it. But, yeah.
I like that you said we there.
But the nice thing is, this is sort of, as far as I'm concerned, it's like a level set.
Yeah.
Now I can maintain what they've done.
Yeah. Holy cow!
You know, like they pushed back all of the laurel that was here, which was really overgrown.
Yeah, you couldn't have passed a car through here before.
No.
We did not do enough before B-roll on this. Holy cow!
Yeah, we'll have to.
Because we were not expecting this.
But yeah, this is awesome. All the logs are gone. That makes me so happy.
Wow, what a difference!
So thank you very much to the town folks.
We're
folks
very
at
lucky.
Saint-Germain.
Lucky. Yeah.
They worked so hard.
Wow.
Look at that! You can actually see blue sky from away from the barn, which is just awesome.
Yeah.
One of the biggest problems with the tiles is when you get the vegetation on it, those terracotta tiles tend to start to crumble.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it holds water. That's
exactly.
the key, right?
Yeah.
As the vegetation gets on it, holds water, and then it gets into the tile.
So this is a big win for the barn.
Yeah. I mean, there's part of me that's saddened that I hadn't actually gotten around to doing this, but boy, am I ever.
You take a lot on yourself, honey.
But I'm very, very thankful that it's done. And this was really our goal. We said that when we first had our meeting with the mayor, before we even bought the chateau, one of the things we said to him is we want to bring the chateau back in service to the village.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, it is our property, and obviously we use it for our retreats and things, but the idea is that it is the big house in the village, and we want it to be part of it, right? I mean, it is the Château de Saint-Germain-des-Prés.
Yes.
The village is Saint-Germain-des-Prés. So,
exactly.
You know, it's the namesake. So it's really nice to be able to do that. And they clearly are very happy that we're doing that as well. It makes us us feel good as well as them. So
I feel like we have a good relationship with them, and we really appreciate the work they're doing to help make this a success. Now, some of you will know that we run our expo every year alongside the fete, and we've also run the Belle Époque en plein air with our friends in previous years. This year, let's just say time got away from us. Between hosting retreats and family and everything else that comes with caring for a 500-year-old chateau, we realized we were weeks out with nothing planned for the expo. So that's when we called on some local artist friends. Could they save the day by lending us some tableaux to continue the tradition?
Once again, our chateau is being turned into an art gallery for the Fête de Saint-Germain-des-Prés. We've got a couple of artists that are exhibiting here this coming weekend, including the work that's in behind me here. So let's have a look at what I've got up on the wall so far and show you how we've set up the exhibition. So the three pieces that are up here and the other piece that's here are all by a painter called Régis LECOEUVRE. He's a friend of ours and, a very talented artist. Very, very strong, bold, and striking pieces. And I think they work well despite the noisy wallpaper that we have here. So those are three. There's the fourth, and there's several more to go up in one of the other rooms. But we're working on getting the rest of the pieces in, and then we will set up the full exhibition.
The other artist that saved us was friend of the chateau, Hazel Burgess, who you may remember from other videos, our Belle Époque last year, or winning the local plein air event in Toutarac. Without Hazel and Régis, there would have been no expo at all. They brought their work, despite both being busy organizing their other local expos. We encourage you to check out their works, either virtually or in person if you can, and give them not just a follow, but consider their beautiful works for your own spaces. We can't thank them both enough.
It is Saturday morning, the weekend of our fete, and as you can see, the town has come in and put up lines everywhere, getting ready for the Brocante tomorrow morning. So all of these signs have been, these little posts indicate where all the booths are going to be, and they have cordoned off some of the areas so that people aren't just wandering around all over the place, and also so that the vendors know where to go when they're bringing in their goods. It's going to be an exciting morning tomorrow morning. And it's perfect weather, I think. It's cool, but it's going to warm up today. You can see it's misty this morning, but looking forward. It should be a really, really fun weekend. Well, you can see the preparations are well underway for the town fete this weekend. The bumper cars are here. The midway is starting to get set up, and the bar is getting ready to put together, and there will be the lovely dinner as well, and the DJ booth. Always a fun weekend. So it's all happening in town. Noon bells ringing. Wow, well, it certainly looks like it's a good turnout tonight. It's dinner time at the Château de Saint-Germain-des-Prés. Looks like it's going to be a long wait for tickets. I think we've been in line now long enough that we could have gone home, had dinner, had a nice glass of wine, maybe a cocktail.
We also could have possibly raised the cow that we're going to be enjoying this evening. Sorry for the vegetarians out there.
But it's all for a good cause. It's all for the fete, right? Anything for Saint-Germain. And they've done so much for us, so.
They have, yeah.
We're looking forward to the food.
Everyone. Yeah.
Party is in full swing down there. Eat a lovely dinner of steak and frites. Now it's ready to go to bed, because it's going to be an early morning with the Brocante tomorrow.
It's time.
Look at that. They brought the Brocante to us today. How exciting, huh?
Well, last year I was exhausted walking all the way across the road with my tea. Oh, by the way, I forgot my tea. So this year we thought, get it closer. Also, thank goodness they did all the clearing so that the Brocanters wouldn't have to be out in the glaring sunshine.
Yeah, we feel kind of bad about that because they did all of that work, and we thank them so much for all that work because they wanted to be on this side for the shade.
Yep.
Maybe it's protecting them from a bit of the heavy mist
that's
happening.
Maybe this will burn off a bit.
Yeah, exactly. All right, shall we go and see what we got available?
Off to the Brocante.
How cool is that, huh?
Yeah, that's making all your little geeky vibes go off, isn't
absolutely.
it?
Absolutely. I want to call 1949 on that thing, just because. The Brocante has descended on the town. This is the playground of the school that's right down from the chateau, and this is where it starts and heads all the way up to the chateau grounds.
And then they came, hundreds of people flowing through our front park into the chateau and up to see the expo. These aren't people who follow us on social media. These are the neighbors discovering the chateau with completely fresh eyes. The wow as they stepped through the front door reminded us that we're stewards of something truly special. And all day people kept stopping us. Thank you for opening the chateau to the public. Thank you for supporting local artists. It felt incredible to give our artist friends the audience that they deserved.
Whew. Well, that was a weekend.
It was a weekend. We're almost done. I don't know if you can faintly hear the music in the background.
I can smell the barbecue still cooking, so they're making dinner for everybody tonight.
Yeah.
But from what I heard, last night's dinner was over 600 people,
yeah.
Which for a town of 500 is pretty impressive, actually. And it was a good meal.
It was great.
Great friends, great people. Yeah, so, and the Brocante, I think, was a success.
We heard like good things from the vendors,
yeah.
And got a ton of people through our expo, which is great.
Yeah, and the house is still standing, and the yard is still there, and that's all good things, despite the weather. So, yeah, as always, hit like and subscribe, and we are open as a B&B if anybody is in the area. We've had a few people take us up on it now, and we're here. We're happy to host you guys. So, if you're in France and you need a place to stay,
give us a look.
Come and talk to us.
Yeah. I hope everyone has a great week, and I hope you found your little bit of treasure this week.
Mm-hmm. And don't forget, we've got a few retreats going. There's a reading retreat that's coming up. There's still some spaces available. And there's also Elska's retreat. So check out our website at manorandmaker.com, and we will see you next week.
See you guys.